conference, and we are talking to Mr. Randy Alaba from TOA, which is a travel offering.
Yeah, we actually started as a travel coin. TOA stands for Travel Operations Agency. The initial target market of our coin is the travel market, the travel industry. Okay, but when we launched this coin, we realized that cryptocurrency adoption in the Philippines and Malaysia is still low. So Filipinos and the Malaysians, they don't know how to use cryptocurrency and even where to get it. Okay,
Right.
so that's why we transitioned from focusing on travel market to making our coin accessible to Malaysians and the Filipinos. Yeah.
I see. And so, what is the need for TOA when you have Bitcoin? Why don't people use Bitcoin, which is already, it's got relatively more credibility? So, what is the need for TOA?
Well, because Bitcoin right now is very expensive. Because just for today, I think it reached
10,000.
11,000. It reached $11,000 a day. Yesterday it was at 10,000. So it's very expensive for the regular Filipinos and
That makes
Malaysians.
sense for travel, you don't need that.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you don't need that much money, right? And the regular Filipinos, they don't earn much. Okay, so probably $10 is already expensive for them.
Right.
So we want to make it more accessible to them so we want them to get into cryptocurrency, but not to spend too much into cryptocurrency. So we want to get the volume rather than the bigger one-time transactions.
Okay, and how does TOA gain? How do you profit from these transactions?
Well, of course, the value of the coin will increase as the usage and demand for that coin increases as well. Okay, but right now, of course, our coin is still quite low because the transactions are still limited. So we're just starting out our marketing campaign for this coin. Well, just to let you know, we just started last June. Yeah, and we're going around different conferences to let them know that we have this coin that is based from the Philippines and Malaysia that is targeted for the regular masses.
I see. And then, is it localized for Malaysia or Philippines? Or?
Well, our coin is written in English and Chinese. So yeah, the Filipinos are well versed in English, so yeah, they can use it. Malaysians can also use English, and there are Chinese in Malaysia that are very interested to get into the market as well. So that's why we decided we have to put Chinese also there.
So, you obviously have these steps you have to take in order to get government buy-in, right? And Malaysia is not an easy government.
Yep.
Philippines is not easy.
Yep.
Why don't you just go for Singapore, which is like a hub, right?
Well, because we have to make this localized. The goal of TOA is to make cryptocurrency again accessible, right? And for the Filipinos, the main way to access money is through remittances.
Right.
Yeah, so there are millions of Filipinos all over the world,
Right.
and they send about $30 billion to the Philippines yearly. So just
Right.
imagine getting a fraction of that market.
And you're getting paid on the conversion between countries, or how do you make your money?
Well, we're going to charge just a little bit of percentage for the transactions, but it's not going to be as big as Western Union or the other banks that
Right.
they're charging. Because of course we want to help out the Filipinos and Malaysians who are working outside of their country and send them money, because money is important. Because for example, if you're going to send $1,000 back to the Philippines, you get charged $10-20 for
Yeah.
that transaction. And for Filipinos, $10 to $20 is a huge amount of money.
Right.
Yeah, you can buy one sack of rice for that amount.
Same here.
Yeah. So every bit of dollar or peso counts. So
And
that's
how are
that's
you
how
selling
you-
it? How are you selling it to the average Malaysian, middle class person who has a smartphone? And how do you get him to download your app and begin using it?
Okay. Again, the main problem here is adoption of cryptocurrency. So we decided to build a cafe and a capsule hotel. And this cafe and capsule hotel will use TOA Coin as one of the currencies there for payment for the services and food and drinks.
And where is this based?
It's based in Plaza Arcadia, Desa Park City in Kuala Lumpur.
And so that is how you're getting more eyeballs on this.
Yes,
and it's
yes.
still a higher end market, right?
It is. It's actually on the more affluent part of Malaysia.
Yes.
But
and
it's
are
a very
you marketing here, this side, to the people sending money?
yeah. So that's the main goal because we're going to use the cafe also as a remittance center in the future. But of course, before we can do that, we have to get licenses in Malaysia and especially the Philippines. We're going to send money back to the Philippines. So that's why we're talking with the Central Bank of the Philippines right now to get that approval to convert TOA Coin to Philippine peso.
But they really are not interested in trading themselves on crypto, right? The banks, because the volume is not large enough.
Yeah. So they're actually more interested, well, the central bank is more interested in knowing that the transactions are protected.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why we need to get a license for the remittance service. Yeah. And just recently, the Central Bank of the Philippines agreed to give one of the earlier cryptocurrency companies in the Philippines a license to do just that.
I see.
And we're probably going to be the second company that will be awarded that license.
Right, so
Yeah.
they're ahead of the game before the clutter starts.
Yes.
And you're going to be speaking later on stage today? And
Unfortunately, no. But we will be speaking in another expo in Malaysia. That will be on December 11 and 12. We'll be there.
are you
And
getting celebrities to endorse you? Or?
not yet.
Yes.
So we're doing our own endorsements right now. Probably in the future, but not right now. Yeah.
Well, congratulations and good luck with building volume business and getting ahead of the competition.
All right. Thank you very much,
Thank
Emily.
you.